Okay, so Lade Jobi Adejimeji said, "Oh, are we going to build anything here?"
Okay, yeah, thank you for that question. So actually, on the last day, we're going to do like a live coding session, and anybody who wants to join in can join in. And we're actually going to build something. Then we're also going to give assignments too. So yeah.
Right. Thank you. So, Billionaire Son is asking, what strategies can be employed to effectively leverage AI in project management for optimizing task allocation and improving overall efficiency, project efficiency? Then he asked another question: how can the integration of NLP in project management tools enhance communication, automate language-based tasks, and contribute to more informed decision making within a project? So I think you will just have to pick the question one after the other so you can get it. Should I read it again?
All right. Okay. Yeah. So the first question is, what strategies can be employed to effectively leverage AI in project management, optimizing task allocation, and improving overall project efficiency? So yeah, AI can actually enhance efficiency by automating tasks. So you can make use of it to predict project timelines, to help you create realistic timelines. Yeah. And it can also help you analyze data. So you can also consider AI in project management for helping you like assess risk, like giving you helping you with risk assessment, sorry. And it can also help you with real time progress tracking. Yeah, real time process tracking. So there are different softwares you can make use of. That's AI softwares, AI systems for real time progress tracking. So you'll be able to know how your team members are doing. So there are different ones. I know of ClickUp, I know of Hubstaffs, and there are also different softwares that can help with projects or project management. So you can just like dive into it.
All right, thank you. What about the other one? How can the integration of LLP in project management tools enhance communication, automate language-based tasks, and contribute to more informed decision making within the project?
All right,
Okay.
thank you for that. So at this stage, people have not really they've not really created, or people have not really used AI they've not really used NLP in project management. But scenarios whereby it can be used, for instance, let's say we have a company that has different developers. Maybe they have developers in China, they have developers in America, they have developers in Germany, they have developers in Nigeria. So in order to like create understanding, or so that each developer can actually understand themselves, there can be a system that maybe automatically translates what this developer is saying so that the other person will be able to understand. Or the project manager can maybe use that translation system to understand what the Chinese guy is saying or what German guy is saying. So it can help in that aspect of project management to enhance communication between the developers and the team at large. Then,
Sorry, can I
okay,
add to this? Do
yeah, sure,
continue what you
sure.
said then about
Yeah,
this
go on,
is
go on.
okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
can go on.
audible this time, or is still echoing? Just want to know. Yeah, am I audible this time, or is
Yeah,
echoing?
Yeah,
still
yeah.
breaking. Okay.
Okay. Um. So he said the question is, how can the integration of NLP in project management tools enhance communication, automated language tasks, and contribute to more informed decision making within a project management and management team? So there was one day I was working with a particular project management tool, and that is ClickUp. I don't even know about ClickUp. So what it does is when you put in your task, ClickUp can automatically help you down the task using AI. For instance, let's say you're working in an AI company or you're working in any company, and the task they give to do build this particular feature. You understand? Then maybe they told you to implement the login feature for this software. All you need to do is just put in that task, like implement the login feature, then That's ClickUp has an energy which was built on AI to help you automatically break down tasks. So when you put in implement this login feature, it could, I want to use AI to break down the task. It could suggest some possible task, some possible steps. I mean, add it there. So with that way, it's able to help you break down tasks for proper project management, and that is natural language. You understand? That's one of the use cases I've seen. So you can check out ClickUp. ClickUp is a project management tool, and see how it works there.
All right. Yeah, thanks so much for that. Yeah, just to add one more thing to what he said. I mean, NLP can be used in project management in the sense whereby, okay, as a product manager, a project manager, you collect roadmaps and timelines from your team members. Yeah. So after collecting this roadmap and timeline, the documentations, you can actually make use of AI softwares like maybe ChatGPT, or you can make use of BigPal to collect like the critical key points, to outline critical key points, or to just summarize the whole document for you. So instead of like going through the bulky document, you can quickly get the key points or get the summary of the document and like move on with your task. So there, what it did is that it's simplified your work, made it easier for you, and it helped you save time. So that way, it actually improved your working efficiency.
All right. Thank you very much for the answers to the question. I hope everybody has been, the person that asked has been able to get the answer. So now I have some questions that are very similar here. From Michael Chukwuma, from Divine Eagle, from Ladijobi, no, from Queen. Okay, so they asked, how can AI be deployed in, they are a bit, I think they're asking based on each of their field. How can AI be deployed in mechanical engineering? How can AI be deployed in agri and bioresources engineering? And how can AI be deployed in food science and technology?
All right, so let me answer the first question. How can AI be deployed in mechanical engineering? So mechanical engineering is wide, and due to the fact that it's wide, you can apply AI in it in several ways. So let's use manufacturing industries as a case study, or it can manufacturing industry. So we can make use of AI, that's make use of robotics to actually automate the process. We could also make use of computer vision to actually help identify maybe scratches on the body, on body parts, or help identify anomalies on the vehicle. So it can also be applied in like it can be applied in different manufacturing industries. Yeah, then it can also help you in like auto mechanics, the aspect of auto mechanics. For instance, you want to carry out checks on your vehicle. So you can make use of AI to actually give you predictions on what is wrong with your vehicle. So what the AI will do is it will collect you give it different parameters. Maybe you give it the temperature of the engine, you give it the oil level, the water level, maybe the mileage covered, and such like that. Then to help you determine what is wrong with the vehicle. Yeah, so there are different applications of AI in mechanical engineering. Then yeah, the second one was what?
It was agri and bioresources engineering. Agri and
Okay, yeah.
bioresources engineering.
All right, so for agric and bioresource engineering, AI too can be applied in that aspect. So, as an agric and bioresource engineer, deal more with you deal more with the farms and agric tools. Okay, for instance, you want to build a system that helps determine the fertility of a soil. Yeah. So you make use of AI to actually help you make predictions. So you build a system that will actually be getting the different values from the soil. Values like maybe the nitrogen level, the potassium level, the phosphorus level, the moisture level, the pH level, and you feed all this data now to the AI model and to actually help you predict how fertile that soil is. So you can also make use of it in um, which other aspect can bioresource engineer? Okay, yes, in water. I don't know if AB is into water, but yeah, the first example I gave is actually like a critical example, which you can apply AI.
All right, thank you very
So,
much. No, I think
so I
we've
think
heard.
um I think most people are asking almost the same question, but let me quickly address it. So as I think yesterday I was able to answer a few of these questions, but let me explain it again. So AI can be applied to any field, even though you're a carpenter. Eh, you can apply AI to it. Even though you used to sweep, even though you're a sweeper, like you have broom and you like sweeping, you can apply the AI to it. But let me explain to you the fundamentals of applying AI. So now, if you want to apply AI, when you think about a job that you do, and that thing actually stresses you a lot. Like for instance, now look at I gave an example about fraud detection yesterday. You know, when if normally you earn about 5,000 maybe every 2 weeks, or 5,000 in 1 month, or 30,000 in 1 month, and one day 1 billion enter your account, what we have, the bank will automatically first ban your account. Like they'll first hold it. You understand? And that is what we call fraud detection, because there's an anomaly. It's like they're thinking that this thing is not normal. And trust me, not it's not that it's human beings that are checking it. They don't have human beings don't have time to be checking each and every transaction. So they've employed an AI system to do what? To perform fraud. To automatically check that when there's an anomaly, you understand? Make sure you do what? Make sure you ban the account. Then you send an alert system to the bankers or to the headquarter. So what you have to do is think about anything you are doing in your field that is bulky, something that stresses you a lot, and you be like, how can I build an intelligent system to make it easier for me? You understand? Look at people that write codes now. Normally, when you want to write codes, you write code for like, you know, just to implement something, just something little. You spend 5 hours, you spend 4 hours. But now, using ChatGPT, yeah, they will be able to make sure that it's like we have coding assistants that will help you, that instead of you writing code for 5 hours, you can now write that code for 5 hours in what, maybe 5 minutes. And that's because they were looking at, yes, it takes a lot of time to build this particular thing. So just look for something that takes time in your field, that you feel it's a boring task, then you apply AI to it to make it easier for you. You understand? So that's how AI works.
Yeah, so thank you so much for that, Alagbe. So just to summarize what he said, so no matter the field you are in, yeah, all you need to do is, okay, you want to apply AI into it. First things first, can I identify a problem here? If yes, if you can identify a problem, can you generate data from that task? Like, okay, doing that task, can I get data from it? If the answer to is yes, then yes, you can integrate AI into it.
Precious. Thank you very much. So there's a question from Lade Jobi Adedimeji. It was like, do we have to learn something like high Cs, transistor, capacitor, resistor, etc.?
Okay.
That
So
robotics, explain about the robotics part fine.
all right, so that's in the aspect of robotics and embedded systems. So if you're actually going into that direction of robotics, probably, sorry, if you are going into that direction of AI, yes, that is probably going into robotics or trying to deploy models on embedded systems. Yes, you need to have like an understanding in how to use capacitors, resistors, and so on and so forth. It's just like you as a programmer, you need to actually learn the basics of programming. You need to learn how to use functions, how to use classes, you learn object-oriented programming and such like that. So yes, it's still the same that goes to embedded systems or robotics. So it's only if you are going in that aspect, that's when you need to learn how to use those things.
All right, thank you so much. We do not have any other questions again. So If I'm just gonna give us like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some 10 seconds to see if anybody has questions again before we call it a day. But overall, how has the session been for you? I really want us to talk about it. What stood out for you in today's class? What was that one thing that if somebody asks you today, okay, what did you learn from today's edition of the AI workshop? What is that one thing that is like a key takeaway? Yeah, you might not. Somebody, I think somebody said it doesn't really get the AI model, so I think that has been addressed. So if somebody was to ask you, okay, come and share your knowledge, what is that one thing that you learned? So what will you tell them? Like, even if it's just one thing, how will you tell them? I really want to read from us before we call it a day. Thing said it's insightful, good news said, thank you. Awesome. Just share one thing you learned. At least one thing you learned. At least if it's just a single sentence of what you gained out of all the discussion and conversation from today's program workshop. And I want to let you know that it also continues while I'm waiting for us to drop our comment. This workshop is a 4-day workshop and it continues tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. on Telegram. And the last day is going to be, someone say AG high. Okay, that's artificial general intelligence to artificial super intelligence. Okay, that's amazing. So if we just need, um, the last day will be for the coding, and that's for the live coding. And they already explained what